With the man accused of leaking national security documents in federal custody, the question becomes how exactly did the 21-year-old suspect obtain such detailed records? And meanwhile, a prominent lawmaker on Capitol Hill is now calling for changes into just how many people get access to certain classified information. Correspondent Joe Khalil live for us in our nation's capital with more tonight. Joe?
And Natasha, so some of the nation's most influential voices on intelligence and national security are now saying there are simply too many people with access to classified information, and that in the wake of this incredible breach of our national security, maybe the U.S. military and our intel community need to scale back how much they share classified material. So we heard today from the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, Mike Turner, Republican from Ohio. He says that the lessons that we learned after 9/11 was the U.S. needed to be doing more intel sharing among various agencies like the NSA, the CIA, the FBI, the Department of Defense. But he says at this moment, we overcorrected. Take a listen.
Clearly, we've gone too far. And where we have an instance where someone in Massachusetts who's looking at documents with respect to war plans in Ukraine and the Department of Defense knows, and that's what our committee is going to be looking at, is how do we make certain that we make changes.
So what are those changes going to be yet? We don't know, but we expect there is going to be some action soon from his committee. Meantime, we are learning more about what was in those leaked documents. The Washington Post reporting the Pentagon has serious concerns that if China were to invade Taiwan, a serious possibility, the Taiwanese would be vulnerable when it came to air defense, China being far superior, and American defense officials don't think that they could close the gap like we did in Ukraine. Defense officials also worry it could even be hard to detect an invasion coming from China because they consistently use civilian ships for military purposes. Also, we learned this from the leaked documents. The U.S. military was very familiar with Discord, the online group gaming chat where all of this classified material was first published. In fact, the military was actually recruiting on that platform, believe it or not. Officials recognize there's a big overlap in war games and young people who play them being interested in the military. So that's why the presence there. Now, last month, the government published rules on how service members should engage with Discord, including here, don't post anything in Discord that you wouldn't want to be seen by the general public. It may be a private server, but conversations and photos and videos can be captured by screenshot or recorded and leaked. Unfortunately, that was happening in real time. In the wake of this leak, military officials now forced to confront whether being on platforms like Discord is a good idea at all for the military. I imagine that's a conversation that's going to continue, Natasha.
Yeah, certainly. Joe Khalil live for us in D.C. tonight with that report. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.